Hi, this is Retro Rocket number 76, and it's going to be a little bit about sports in space. It's going to be kind of number the third sports in space episode, and then it's going to be about making just the start of a parade float, which probably is going to take me a couple years to make. That will say, let's return to the moon. And so I'm going to be very proactive. No more clips. It's going to be me trying to create things to promote space travel and trying to get other people out there to take concepts I have and run with them. You know, if you see something on here you want to do something with, or you want to make a parade float based on what I'm doing, I'm more than fine with that. So first off, I need to oil my chair. This is like an Enterprise, Star Trek Enterprise figure. Helmets are downstairs. The helmets are being turned into Major Matt Mason helmets, or helmets that'll fit Major Matt Mason figures. And I had to cut them way down. It takes forever. But I'll probably make a counterfeit Johnny Apollo helmet, because these figures are at the same scale. The heads are more narrow, so the helmets will fit on. The Johnny Apollos have like thicker, wider heads, which I like. So this, I'm using it as an example. Maybe if you were doing sports in space, I'm calling it gyro ball, just like a generic term. Ugh. And they would have helmets. So like my concept is high-powered fans alternating in a hex grid and pentagon grid sphere, kind of like a soccer ball. And I guess the hexes would be trampolines and the pentagons would be fan grids, and that propels, you know, in any direction. And then have kind of an apple core kind of design with a rotating gold. And when you go through that gold, you score a point, but you got to come down to a ring, either a red or green ring, according if you're the red or green team, and you got to tag that before you go try to make your gold. So it'd be a really fast-paced sport. You'd get bonus points for going through the rotating ring. If you just threw the ball, it may be 2 points, 4 points if you can go through completely yourself. But this really fast-paced concept would also add danger. So you would need to have a helmet that locked into, like, it looked like a spacesuit. Now this has already been designed by somebody, and I was thinking about doing a clip showing the patent drawings, but don't really know legally if I have the rights to show patent drawings, and so I decided just to illustrate it was a toy figure. And I look at it having like springs, maybe having something like they have in NASCAR, where you have a foam helmet inside the helmet, and so they can't snap their heads on impacts. So really fast-paced type of game would gyro ball be. And not going to get into all the rules. You know, the people that actually play micro G sports, they're going to make the rules. I'm not. But I'm saying, if we could get, if you could get a space sport that's more exciting than any sport on Earth, that would promote space, because space is really boring. I'm sick of watching rocket launches on videotape. Never seen a rocket launch, a big rocket launched, or a shuttle launch in person. I'm very envious of my parents. They saw 2 shuttle launches. Pretty good for somebody that lives in the middle of the country. And I've never seen any. I've always been doing something else, raising my family, working on art projects, and I never made it out there. So my concept is, I'm probably going to develop this in a storybook way and put it out here, and whoever wants to run with it, if you want to use it, you know, in your own graphic novel or comic, and just write me and give me credit for it, and we're good to go. So I basically want credit for my concepts right now, much more than money, but if you want to pay me money, I'm happy with that too. The parade float here's some of the lander designs. Now I got this off, I did this drawing off a YouTube video, which is, and you can see the words are in reverse because I'm not going to flip this. This is like a lander of a European design, like a European Union spacecraft. And I don't know, I can't credit the original artist, but this is based off a video on YouTube. I'll try to get that information. Maybe I won't. I kind of forget and say I'm going to get back to you on that, and I never do. But I'm thinking about using that and having like American, Russian, Chinese, and European Union, maybe Japan, India, Brazil, you know, kind of cover the whole world that way. But I don't know how many landers I should do. Maybe I should just do one lander. Just do an American lander to get the float finished. And it's going to just be the surface of the moon, a lander, and a 1/6 scale figure. And I was thinking I at least like to do America, China, and Russia, all three on the moon, because this is kind of, I like the space race mentality I grew up with as a kid. You know, I remember Mercury, Gemini, Apollo, and I love that whole excitement, and all the kids are excited about space, and we don't have that now. You know, we have kids could care less about space. It's boring to them. So trying to get the public excited, and I would hope that other people build parade floats. Like, if you want to see us go to Mars, build a Mars parade float. We have to get, I really, at one time said, I don't care if the public is interested. I'm not, but you know what? I want to see us land on Mars and go back to the moon and the asteroids in my lifetime. I really just don't want to see the beginning of space exploration, manned space exploration, and then not see any more. I mean, I love the rover, the last, you know, Curiosity landing on Mars. I absolutely love that. I enjoyed that. My granddaughter got excited about it. But I want to see man and women, or women and men, I don't care, you know, go to Mars, go back to the moon, go to the asteroids, and do a lot of other things. So the other one, here's a one-man lander. It's a Russian design, and I'm thinking about doing a larger version with 2 portholes, and this is based on an old Panasonic radio. This is probably for a Major Matt Mason scale, and not one of the larger pieces, so that might be for something else. And then here's kind of a scaled down version of the lunar lander design based on European concept. Anyway, and I don't want to go too long here. I got a bunch of packages today, and I've spent a small fortune. I'm going to have to do a lot of painting, a lot of art to pay for all this. This is just a shuttle doll, and this is what I want to use on. And I'm actually going to use this as kind of an under clothing, because some of the clothing's too light, and in the sun, you know, I don't want them to see like a nude figure underneath the space outfit. So that's one of my purchases today. And this is, I gotta get this girl's spacesuit, but this is the Chinese female astronaut. That's a doll I bought for her. I'm sure my granddaughter or my great-grandchildren maybe will be playing with these in the future. I couldn't really, this is Action Man, and he's kind of the British or European version of G.I. Joe. And here's on, I've got like, I think one more of these rovers was an astronaut in it. And yeah, there'll be rovers, they'll be out exploring the moon on the parade float. That's the concept. And then the last thing I got today was this other Action Man was, you know, with this backpack. You can see the back of it there. So those are always going to be part of the parade float. I'm getting out of here because I'm almost running over time. Bye.